Yo, what's going on, man? It's your man Tavares, the CEO entrepreneur himself. Man, it took a lot in me to get to this point to where I'm making videos, putting everything out there. But I feel like it's important because I don't want to be one of those type of people that wait till things good happen and start, sharing that. All right. The social media world that we live in, a lot of people are just posting highlights, right? They don't share the trials and tribulations that they go through, and they wait till something good happen and then they share that. All right. And so you're looking at just bits and like very small portions of people's life, right? Only when the ups come. And as you see in the thumbnail, yes, I'm back in a 9-to-5. Honestly, that kind of hit me. It kind of discouraged me on the entrepreneur side, the businessman side of it. It kind of discouraged me. It hit me hard because I was trying not to go back, into a 9-to-5. Many people have a 9-to-5 in a business on the side. That's not a problem. But me personally, I was really not trying to go back to a 9-to-5. And I was doing everything I could do, picking up, different, hustles and stuff like that. And, doing what I had to do to stay away from it. No, I don't plan on, staying in this 9-to-5 too long. I'm talking about if it's less than a year, whenever something happens, whenever something happens within my business and I can start, flourishing and moving forward, then I would make my exit. But for right now, man, I gotta do what I gotta do. This is important. I have to share. I really feel like I have to share I gotta share everything, the good and the bad of being an entrepreneur, because I believe a lot of people are selling false hope, right? They're selling a false journey. Like people like to say, I left my 9-to-5, I started doing this and I never looked back, right? There's a lot of people out there encouraging you, and they're talking about, their past and how they was down and how they used to sleep in their car. They was going from couch to couch. They couldn't pay their bills. They was evicted, so forth and so forth, to relate to you, right? But it was like where were you then? Like, why wouldn't you, making videos then? Like, why wouldn't you talking about, your situation then? Like, how many people actually talking about their dry moments in life, like during that time? And a lot of people are not. If a lot of people wasn't afraid to talk about their dry moments during the time, during their dry moments, it'll be so much effective. And so that's why I decided to, drag you guys along this journey of being an entrepreneur way before the success even come. All right. I know I'm going to be successful. Like, I know, but it's pretty much guaranteed. All right. All right. I just do not want to sugarcoat what it's like starting a business. I'm not going to sugarcoat what it's like, trying to be a success. Okay. I'm not going to be the one that just talk about the ups and downs. I want to show you. Made a video, my last video, well, my not the last one, but the one before that, pretty much explain, what my experience was with Bird. I have people that still reaching out to me, asking me, how was, that experience with Bird. And like I said, it was an experience. I'm no longer in partnership with Bird. It's not really a partnership. You are an employee that paid to be an employee. Like, you are paying to be an employee. All right. Just how they can terminate your contract aka fire you, that's not a partnership. All right, that's not a partnership. Okay, that's not a partnership. They try to come off as if, you know, they don't hire employees, but where they don't hire employees, employees pay them to be an employee. It was a challenge for me. It doesn't have to be a challenge for you. Just make sure, like I said before, just make sure you have a place for the scooters, and make sure you have something to haul your scooters around in, and you should be fine. Make sure you hire help. That's big. Hire help, because, you know, it can be overwhelming for just one person. And like, you do that, work it like a 9 to 5, and trust me, it will always be ongoing work. But for me personally, my investment into starting that business should have went towards an Airbnb property that I had my eyes on. But, you know, I lost focus and I went into, you know, the scooter business. Shouldn't have done that, but at the same time, this is something that I could talk about. This is a testimony, right? This is me gathering all my experience, good and bad, to be a better version of myself and a success in the future. All right, near future, very, very near. I actually reached out to a couple other investors and business owners through Alice. Alice is a platform where different entrepreneurs, you know, business owners, they come together. It's a community. They have a lot of funding opportunities on this platform, and sometimes if you're looking for funding, you can just let it be known. It's just like, you know, like a Facebook or something like that, just like a social media platform. But it's just like they also reach out to you on LinkedIn, right? So it's like you have Alice, and then people from Alice, they'll reach out to you on LinkedIn. They share links to where you can be funded. Your business can be funded. It's just a lot of networking that I'm doing, and, you know, I'm finding good people, and I know, you know, something is cooking, right? Something's cooking up, and it's gonna hit, right? And then I'll be able to make another exit from my 9 to 5. All right, I will be taking y'all on a journey of some properties that I'm about to go look at pretty soon. One of the agents that I met, she really loved partnering with wholesalers. All right, real estate investors. Okay, so there's a lot that this business requires as far as patience. For anybody who wants to get into real estate, wholesale real estate, be in a real estate investor. There's a lot that these people just don't like. I hate when they try to make it seem easy. Like, it's not difficult. It's patient. It's not that difficult, but at the same time, you learn more than they can actually teach you once you hit the field. Okay, when they talk about wholesale real estate, they love to throw out the no money down, how you invest in real estate with no money down. And the only thing they're talking about is the simple fact that you don't have to really pay for a contract. You can put the home under contract and sell the contract to an actual real estate investor, right? Yes, that part, no money down, fine. Okay, now if you're working with an agent, you're gonna have to put some money down, and if you don't put money down, you're gonna have to show proof of income, right? Unless you already have a buyer on deck. If you have a buyer already set in place and you find a property, you can quickly take the contract. If you're dealing with an agent, take the contract and give it to the buyer, and the buyer already is there. Show their information, their bank information. Show, you know, that they have the funds for the project, and it can go like that. But you got to make sure you have a buyer already in place. One thing I want to let you know that you have to be mindful for is that money will come out of your pocket for something, right? they say no money down for the real estate, but at the same time, you have to find these properties is either you driving for dollars, right? They like to say that's the cheap route, but driving for dollars is gas burning. Now you burning gas, driving for dollars, right? You riding around your city all day, right? Looking for properties, and then you gotta have a list, right? You gotta have a list, a good list of addresses, right? Okay, and then you got Prop Screen, all right? So Prop Screen is $100 a month. You know, old Prop Screen, you know, what's $100 a month when you can make $5K from selling the contract, you know, $10K from selling the contract, this, that, and you'd be like, yeah, what's $100 a month? But you got to understand, it's a grind. It is a grind trying to find these homes, right? Trying to find that one home per month. Like, and the thing about it is, once you actually in a place, like, you can actually, with the experience, networking and everything like that, you can actually get to a place to where you are finding deals and able to, and I ain't gonna say finding deals, because there's people that's already in place for a lot of other investors. There's other people that does this in my market area. So they already got the connections. So soon as properties are available that got good deals, they're flying right off the market. Like, they're flying, they're going. And here you are, brand new, and you out here like all by yourself trying to find these deals, right? So it's like, it's you versus a bunch of other people out there that's doing the same thing, that's probably been doing it longer than you and already got, you know, they ducks in order, right? And so it's nothing to discourage you, but it's just something to expect, to look to be watchful of. And so they tell you, oh, you know, what's $100 a month when you can just, you know, get this house under contract, and then, you know, you can set a contract and then you boom. But it's like, you know how fast a month go by? Do you know how fast a month goes by? And so next thing you know, another month went by, you didn't sell the contract, but guess what? Prop Screen taking that 100. Find homeowners that will sell. And it's like, it's challenging out here, and I just don't want people to think that, you know, it's just oh, let me go see this abandoned house. Okay, I see an abandoned house. Let me put it under contract. Okay, now let me sell this contract. Like, it sounds simple, but it's just not always that quick and easy like that. 3 months prior to me starting this business is when I made my first $10,000. All right, flipping the contract. All right, so it works, but you have to be patient, and you have to go after it. You have to go after it. I will keep investing. I will keep digging into real estate. I will keep digging into the stock market. The stock market, I actually heard that in the near future, everything is going crypto. All right, so if y'all don't have no crypto right now, y'all better get on crypto. Facebook is going crypto. All right, I heard that. I gotta do my research on that, but I heard that Facebook is turning its name into Meta. All right, and Meta has something to do with crypto. It's just going to be a whole new change in social media, in the world that we live in. So I'm not really trying to ride the wave of the world we living in, because it can and will get a little wicked. So I want to be mindful of what I'm investing in. So however, I am making, you know, comfortable investments right now. So I want you guys to also really, my entrepreneurs, man, I want y'all to keep the faith, stay encouraged, because it does get a little rocky. it gets big rocky. All right. So I want y'all to know that it's not always I leave my job, start my business, and flourish. All right. Sometimes you might have to come back to a 9-to-5. Sometimes you might have to go back to doing some things you used to do to stay afloat. All right. As long as they're legal now, legal. Don't go back to them streets. All my new subscribers, I'm seeing y'all come in. I appreciate the subscriptions. All right, thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. If y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to support your boy. And so that's that, man. Peace. What's that I hear you in here talking about some real estate? Entrepreneurship. Look, daddy, you ain't got an entrepreneur bone in your body. Bruh, I am an entrepreneur. No, I'm just telling you how it is, now. You were doing a shoe review. Now you in here talking about some more real estate. What's going on in here? Shoes ain't work out for you? They find out they fake? You talking about real estate? It's sharks out there and they'll eat you alive, little daddy. I'm a shark too. Boy, you a clownfish. Wallaby way sitting and looking at, boy, let me get out of here.